Right, so I've got some updates for you, everybody. Uh, right, so the host of Chagrin Falls, who runs it, has done some updates for us. There's quite a few updates to talk about. Um, the main one is when you enter Chagrin Falls now, you get scanned for your complexity, which is useful because if you want to remove items, you can see how much your complexity is, and there's a scanner here. It's been here a while actually, I just forgot to mention it. So it scans my. Oh, I think I did mention it, didn't I? Anyway, there's another major update, but that I put that there actually, the scanner. It's just. Yeah, so basically when you click on, when you pass the thing, it says how much your memory you're using. It tells you your complexity anyway. Now that's just part of it, but that helps you to minimize. I explain why. Now, the complexity issue is an important thing when you're driving across sim lines, because when you're driving across sim lines, as in regions, let's just show you what I mean. When you actually drive across regions between one sim and another, the more stuff you have you're wearing, the bigger the problem is when you cross that region. This is an orange line, this is a sim line. So when I cross it, you see I drop out and come back. That's because one sim is disconnecting me from that region and the other sim is connecting me. Now if you're wearing a hell of a lot of stuff, that's going to cause problems. So you need to reduce your complexity, and also your truck, your vehicle. The lighter it is, the less stuff that's on it, the better. Now the other thing that we've got updates on is signage. So today Calvin's been busy adding some little signs for us to tell us where we can get access to various tools, things that you need to wear. Like you need to wear your group tag, that's the number one thing. So if you're not wearing your group tag, nothing's going to work. So make sure you're wearing it. Right, so let's back out a minute. I'm a bit too close. I'll get slammed in the face. Right, so we've got signs. Obviously, most of the offices are still unoccupied because we're just getting to it, I suppose. As people come in and take up role-playing jobs and that's the whole point. Role-play jobs. So there's an IT room. I assume that the IT room is where Calvin's going to be living because he does all that stuff. But we need a fire chief, obviously. I'm a volunteer. I'm not a fire chief. So if somebody wants to be a fire chief, yeah, that'll be cool because we'll have someone telling us what to do. Yeah? I like that. Saves me having to figure it all out. Anyway, this is the main area now where we can. I better turn my mic off because I'm talking in the sim. So we've got a whole bunch of things you need to get. Right. And most of it's free, obviously. There's the pager, which tells you when there's a fire, so you can just click on it, and I'm wearing one. So there's the Nexus pager. Then there's the radios. Now you've got a choice. When you click the radios, you get a box coming up. You can wear the very unintrusive Bluetooth earbud, which I'm wearing right now. Or you can wear the Chagrin Falls radio earwig. I think that's even smaller. That thing there, the second number 2. Obviously there's nothing on the other options right now, but those things will be for additional items later on. So now that's just for the radios. I'm already wearing those, so there's no point in me clicking on anything because I've already got those. And we've also got the paint bucket, which very kindly provided to us by a very nice lady called Martina. So she set up this paint bucket thing so that you can get your fire truck painted, right? So the fire truck, the Sombre Saxon and Sombre Snorkel, that's the snorkel one, right there. So you can get it delivered to you I assume, I'm not sure if it's free actually, because she gave it to me, but yeah. Anyway, basically you download the paint buckets to paint your truck. I'll just ignore it for now because I'm doing a live stream. But when you click on the right arrow, that's the Sombre Saxon is the other one. So you can get the paint buckets to where the logo of Shaggy Falls. I've actually updated my truck. I'll show you in a minute. So you can actually have the logo on your Sombre Saxon fire truck, and she's a very smart lady. She's done that for us. So that's some of the other updates. Now there's a lot more going on right now. I mean, obviously there's a few other items here which Calvin was telling me about. There's information about general information, and he's still working on this. It's not completed yet. Burn objects. So the burn objects, it tells you all about the stuff at the fire station which can catch fire, which you have to fight, you know, with the fire equipment, you know. So there's that. I'm zooming in so you can see the text a bit better, because I know it's like on YouTube, it can get really hard to see, especially when you're old like me. So that's where we are at the moment. Oh, I've got another update for you as well. You know, when I was live streaming recently, I had a huge problem with my text. I couldn't read it, and you know what it was? It was the latest version of Firestorm is just terrible. It doesn't work properly on my computer. Everything's blurred, and I have to right click on stuff. So what I did was I rolled back my system to the old viewer. So currently I'm on version, I've gone back to version Firestorm release 64 7.1.9, because look, I'm sorry Firestorm, you keep nagging me to update. I don't want to update because it doesn't work. Right? It doesn't work. I can't see anything. I can't read the text. I've also increased my memory. So instead of 8 gigabytes of memory, because Linux doesn't use a lot of memory, right? Linux doesn't use a huge amount of memory. It's very, very light compared to Windows. So now I've got 16 gigabyte of memory, right? Instead of 8 gigabytes of memory. And according to this, I've not even, oh, I'm in the wrong menu. According to this, I've not even touched my swap file. Look, my RAM is now at 54%, 53%, right? Now, before I added the extra 8 gigabytes, I would have been overlapping into my swap file, because, well, 53, half, well, what's 53% times 2? That's 100%, isn't it? I would have been using all my memory just to walk around the fire station. So now, instead of using all of my available 8 gigabytes, which is what I had before, now I've got 16 gigabytes. So I've got some headroom, which is great when I'm doing the music stuff and the dances and everything else. Sorry about that. I hate it when I get pop-ups when I'm in the middle of live streaming. Yeah. So anyway, so that's where we are. That's where we are at the moment. I've got a lot of things updated so that when I do the live streams, it should be a lot better, less lag, because I'm not constantly putting stuff in memory into swap file. Because whenever you're writing stuff to your hard drive, there's another problem. It wears your hard drive out. If you're on a solid state drive, it uses up your blocks, your actual memory. The actual storage capacity of your drive will eventually get smaller, because you retire in blocks. So after several thousand or a million times of use, sectors of the hard drive will start to become unavailable because they're retired blocks. Yeah, but anyway, so that's going to save my hard drive a lot of stress, because I'm not constantly swapping in and out of memory, right? And my graphics is the same as usual. It's still using a 2 gigabyte memory area, but it's shared memory with the physical RAM, so I think some of it is anyway. Anyway, that's where we're at the moment, and I also plan to I also plan to improve that map that I did when I drove from Chagrin Falls to Stradbrook. And when I also drove from Stradbrook to Chagrin Falls, I used the map, the world map, right? Now, the world map, at the best of times, is near impossible to read because the roads on it, if you're looking on here right now, there are roads on there, but you can hardly see them, right? So what I was going to do is make a patchwork quilt of the map and stitch it all together at some point. I want to get that done, and then I want to draw over the roads with an orange line or a white line so that we can see where the roads are, because they're so difficult to actually see. If I zoom right in, that road, I mean, this is what Google does anyway. Google actually highlights roads. You know, that's what they do. They make the roads stand out so you can see where they are. But this doesn't do that. Even the new viewer doesn't do it. The old viewer is just the same. The roads are grey. They're almost the same colour as the background, and it's very difficult to see the roads. So I want to make a map, but the map is really just for us, really, for the firefighters, so that if we do want to go and drive cross country, which is a 3-hour journey, if you're driving 16 nautical miles, it's the scenic route, which is a long way. It's a long frigging way, because we're driving all the way up, all the way around, all the way around here where my cursor is. It's a long way because Stradbrook, let me think, it's over here somewhere. Well, maybe just type it in. So we're here right now, down here, right? Where it says me, this little thing, me. That's where I am right now. So if I put in Stradbrook here, which is the home of Sombre, by the way. Did I type that right? Find. Right, it's up here. So there's me down here, right? And Stradbrook is, where is it? Did it actually find it? It says none found. What, are you kidding me? No, I'll just go to my shortcut up here. Show a map. Even the freaking search thing doesn't work properly. Stradbrook is right up here, right? See it right there, right? So I had to drive a hell of a long way to get up there, right? So I'm down here, and I had to drive all the way around here, all the way around here. Yeah, so I need to make an updated map, because you can't even see the roads from that. When you zoom right out, you cannot see the roads, nothing. So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a patchwork quilt of this map and highlight the roads so we could see them from a distance without having to constantly zoom right in. I said, oh, I see the road now. But I need to do that. So that's the next job, really. But yeah, it goes all the way around here, all the way around here, and all the way back down. And yeah, it's difficult to see it when you zoom out, and that's what you really want. You want to be able to zoom out and see the road, so you know where to go, and then zoom in and say, I want to be over there, so I want to see what the junctions are. Anyway, so I thought I'd do an update on everything at the moment, so a lot less problems with my memory, my computer memory, that is. My physical memory, my body is still messed up, because I still forget stuff, so that's no good. But at the moment we are at 54% memory. I aren't even touching the swap file, which is great. So thanks for watching. I suppose I better switch this back to window capture. Right, okay. See you later. Bye for now. I forgot something. I've got to show you my truck. I'll almost stop the stream then. Okay, let's go and see my truck. Yeah, my truck is over here. I have only done one of them so far. The Sombre Saxon still needs to be done. Right, the snorkel has already got the new paint job. Yay! Got the new, and guess what? Guess what? When you look at the fonts, the text on the older viewer, I can actually read them. Well, I can read the fonts on there, though. Now look at this down here. I can even read that. Look at that bar, 6.5 bar there. Can you see it? Can you see it? I can read it now. 6.5 bar. That's the tire pressure. Look at this. I can even read that. I couldn't read none of this stuff before because the new viewer doesn't work properly. It's terrible. Now look at the back. The rear tire pressure when I click on it. See what it says in there? 8.3 bar. Now look at this little label here. This tiny itsy bitsy little label here. What does it say? 8.3 bar. I can read it. I couldn't read that before. No chance. Go away. Oh, look at that. 8.3 bar. I can read it. Yay! I couldn't read that at all in the new viewer. So Firestorm keeps nagging me. Please update. Please update. I did that already. It didn't work. It was horrible. Anyway, now I'm done. Now I am done. I'll see. Oh God, go away! Stop it! Keep getting pestered. I should put unavailable mode on. I am going to do. Because it's driving me nuts. Anyway, there we have it. Lots of new things coming to Chagrin Falls. And maybe we'll see you sometime. And I'm wearing my page up. Yay! And my avatar is hungry. I've got a pasty here. I need to go and eat. She's a bit shy. Look, as soon as I pan around to look at her, she doesn't want to look at me now. Look, she's turning her back on me. You... Oh, there you are. Alright, see you later.